Steven is less than 1,000 subscribers away from hitting 1 million subscribers on YouTube.
That's crazy, man.
Let that sink in for a second.
I've been trying to let it sink in. I'm trying to visualize 1 million people in a single room. Imagine
So that's a big room.
That's a big room.
I'd like to take a brief moment to say thank you to our sponsor, ExpressVPN. Depending on what country you're located in, Netflix offers shows based on your location. What shows up on your Netflix is completely different from those that are logged in the UK or Japan and a bunch of other countries. ExpressVPN has over 90 countries to choose from, so every time I run out of shows, I select a new country to see what I can unlock. Right now, I'm watching Good Morning Call. It's not available on US Netflix, but with just one tap of a button from ExpressVPN, I can change my location to Japan and watch it. Be smart. Stop paying full price for streaming services and only getting access to a fraction of their content. Don't forget to use my link so you can get 3 extra months for free. That's expressvpn.com/mancave. expressvpn.com/mancave to learn more. What up, guys? Welcome back to the Man Cave Podcast. I am here today with Steven Schapiro, and this is a very special episode because Steven is less than 1,000 subscribers away from hitting 1 million subscribers on YouTube.
That's crazy, man.
Let that sink in for a second.
I've been trying to let it sink in. I'm trying to visualize 1 million people in a single room. Imagine
So that's a big room.
That's a big room. I don't even think how many people are in stadiums.
So for instance, the Chiefs Stadium is, I believe there's 70,000 seats. So what is that,
Less than a tenth.
14 stadiums or something?
It's absurd.
Yeah.
Think about
Million
how
people.
loud a packed stadium is, just completely cheering.
Wouldn't that be sick though? To
would be sick.
every time you're making a video, all million people, it's like a giant, massive stadium, and you're just in the center. And that'd probably not work.
No, it probably wouldn't work. But if you click upload and immediately a huge stadium around you, just you get absorbed into it, that'd be crazy.
I promise we're not on drugs.
Yeah.
But I did get you a little something since you're about to hit 1 million subscribers.
Yes.
Got a little celebratory cigar if you're interested.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
I'm excited about that because I feel like whenever I ask you if you want to smoke a cigar, it's like a 50-50 shot.
It's a 50-50 shot.
Which is pretty good, actually. Pretty good chances.
The odds are in your favor. If we were in Vegas, I would take that odd.
There you go.
Thank you, sir.
My favorite cigars here. You smoked these bad boys before.
I had these with you.
Unforsaken. I found these at a cigar shop up the street.
Ooh.
Ever since I tried them, I
Arizona
can't
local?
smoke anything else. Yeah, RJ's Cigars.
Ah.
It's a just like a local, I think vet. He's opened his own shop. Every time I go in there, I've been in there not a lot, maybe 6 or 7 times. I've never seen the owner not smoking a cigar.
Really? That's so badass. But
Yeah.
That just shows he likes the product.
Exactly.
So, I mean.
I went in at 10 today when they opened, and I was like, I wonder if he's going to be smoking a cigar when I walk in. Just sitting on the couch, just watching TV,
Legend.
puffing a stogie.
Legend. You know, it's there's people like that, especially when it comes to I don't think there's any denying that smoking cigars isn't the best thing for you.
Right.
Right. But that dude's been smoking since he was 4.
Probably.
And he's kicking it, dude. He's cooling. And that's sick.
You never know what's going to happen. Have a stogie.
True.
That's a little slogan to live by.
But they do say, don't get high on your own supply. That is another thing that I've heard.
I think that's with drugs though,
Probably. That's why I don't watch my own videos, dude. I don't want to get high on my own.
You don't watch your own
supply.
videos?
No, I watch my own videos.
You do?
Yeah. I don't watch them after they come out, though.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you?
So I hate watching my own videos. I'm actually cringed out. Whenever I watch them, I get discouraged. It makes me want to stop making them. I'm for instance, when my sister was in town about a month ago, I was she was asking me what I've been up to, and I was telling her about my videos, and I was like, here, let me just show you. So I put them up on the TV.
Oh, God.
And
With
I showed her a couple
as well, right?
No, he wasn't here. But every one that I showed her, I stopped it halfway through because I couldn't watch it. I was excited to show her, and then when it came on, I was like, no, you don't watch this. This is horrible. But congratulations, man. I know that you're not there yet, but you're there. I mean,
mentally, I've been there for a long time.
It's inevitable at this point.
Mm-hmm.
So this is something you've been working for the last 3 to 5 years. What?
Yeah, dude.
4 or 5 years, I'd
4
say.
years. Yeah, which is crazy because a lot of times I think, especially, doing something like YouTube where it's all audience based, right? Like I don't want to say your worth is based off of like how other people perceive you and how, if other people like you, but it's kind of like
in YouTube it is,
and
it's all public. Everything's public. The numbers, the likes, the dislikes, the
Exactly.
subscribers, the views.
Exactly. And so at times I'm like, shit, I only got like 5,000 subscribers this month, or I only got 6,000, 10,000, whatever. But then you really like think about it and you're like, fuck, 10,000 people decided, okay, I can tolerate this guy enough to like decently
Click the button.
Exactly. Which doesn't seem like a lot, but for us, I mean, that's a lot.
And that's not even that's just on YouTube. There's TikTok, there's Facebook, there's Instagram, there's all these other sites that you're also growing on as well.
Yeah,
it's kind of
dude.
Scary. It's like, holy shit, all these people are like watching me.
Yeah.
It's a little intimidating at times, but it's what we're in it for. So
Yeah, dude.
What-
2 million on TikTok, 2.2.
You're 2 million on TikTok?
2 million on
Dang.
TikTok, 2.2 million on Facebook. Just about to hit 300,000 on Instagram. Like,
And almost 3.5 million on Daily Dropout YouTube.
Yep.
But know what's funny
Tell me.
is, I mean, I might be wrong, but I feel like this is the most important one yet.
definitely.
Steven Schapiro, YouTube, hitting 1 million. It's interesting because a lot of people that I guess aren't in the space might not know the importance of it. If you're
Right.
already at 2 million on TikTok, excuse me, or if you're at, 1 million on Facebook, tell me why YouTube is so much more significant.
Well, I mean, especially when it comes to, so let's put like Daily Dropout and any other channel aside, right? Like, you're asking why it's important to me personally. When I take a look at something like Steven Schapiro YouTube, right? That's just the epitome of like self-drive, persistence, consistency, to a large degree, originality as well. Because like, especially in the beginning, I will admit now I'm kind of getting to a point where I've done so many things that it's starting to slip a little bit, but I made a point to be original, to like, and even if it wasn't an original idea, I was taking a spin on an original idea, right? And it's just a ton of extreme hard work, eating shit, and like going through those super high highs and those super low lows, and now like coming to what I would kind of consider probably the second milestone, right? I guess 100,000's kind
Right,
of the first
that's a big one.
and then 1 million's the next big one.
Why would you say YouTube is more important than Facebook or TikTok? Because if you already have those numbers on Facebook or TikTok, why is YouTube more significant?
I mean, at least for what I do, like Facebook and TikTok are all repurposed content, right? Like, it's like I make this content for YouTube. I don't make this content for Facebook or TikTok.
That's exactly it.
Yeah. It's like those are all amazing byproducts of the hard work that I'm putting into like what really matters to me, which is like the original platform.
It's exactly how I feel.
Yeah.
It's like, I hit 10 million on Facebook, but I literally didn't care. Like, my biggest goal is to do that on YouTube.
Right.
It's funny how it means so much more.
Yeah. Because it's like the mother of all
Of everything.
platforms.
When
Yeah.
people look you up, they don't go to your TikTok. They don't go to your Facebook. They go to your YouTube. So
Right.
that's why it matters and why it's important. You were talking about the highs and the lows. Tell
Yeah.
me about the lows. What have been some of the biggest struggles that you've had to go through to get to this point?
It's funny, when I must have had like, I think at the time, like 300,000 subscribers or so. And every single video that I was putting out, I was getting like 25 to like 28,000 views in the first hour. Like, I don't know if you remember that. We were at the first.
When you're on
office.
fire.
Yeah. And highs, right? You're like, oh, you're untouchable. Like, people love you. All these people are like dying to see you immediately when you drop a video. And then you go through these streaks where it's like, oh, fuck, I just got like 6,000 views in the first hour. Like, what just happened?
What I do wrong?
Exactly. And then the next video, 6,000 views. And then the next 5,000, 4,000. You're like, what is happening? Because we are living in a world, in a space where we're dependent in a way on other people.
Yep.
And if other people decide that they don't like you, well,
You think that's what it was, though? You think 24,000 people just said, oh, fuck this guy?
No, I don't necessarily think that. I think there's a lot of things that go into play.
algorithm,
but also us, individually. It's like, okay, maybe that video was pretty shitty, or
right.
shitty title, shitty thumbnail. Like, I think the biggest misconception is that people think we just, let's go outside, film a video, spend 5 minutes, edit it, post it, and we'll get paid. But there's so much that goes into the, behind the scenes.
Right. And that's one of the things I wanted to ask you is, kind of walk me through the process of the last 4 years grinding to get to this point.
Yeah.
Because I agree. A lot of people are like, oh, you do YouTube? Okay. That's awesome. You don't have to work ever. Like, you work maybe 1 day a week.
Your life is so sick.
Yeah, it's crazy. Tell me about the process of, like, what it took to get to this point, and even, what your average work week looks like.
Yeah. In the beginning, that's kind of how I felt. I felt like everything was just kind of a walk in the park. And it's like, well, to a degree, when I say walk in the park, I mean everything was super fun because it was new, right?
Right.
Like, I know I've told this story a bunch, and we've talked about this because in the beginning of both of our YouTube careers, it was way different than how it is now, right? But in the very beginning, was working a full work week for a regular job, and then would go out and film these videos and come back and edit them and then go back to work. And then it transitioned to, when I stopped working the regular job, to spending hours and hours filming, and then hours and hours editing, and then driving for Lyft. And then as time kind of progresses, the less you personally have to get your hands dirty and do, right? So then it's like, okay, well, now I have somebody consistently who's there to film the videos, and I just come back, edit them quickly, and I'm making enough to kind of have that be sustainable. And now it's to a point where, I'm fortunate enough to go out, make the videos, and somebody else edits it and then sends it to me, a review, tell that person, hey, can you make these changes? Gets posted, yada, yada. But then new things come, because you're continuously growing, and other business avenues are presenting themselves, more channels are coming into your life, and it just gives you the opportunity to expand.
How many hours do you work a week, would you say?
It's difficult because I feel like what we do, you never really stop doing, if that makes sense. So and this is something that we've talked about a lot too, like spending more time actually brainstorming and trying to create ideas. A lot of people would be like, oh, you're just sitting there going for a walk. But it's like, no, I'm literally trying to craft and think of things for me to be able to continue doing what I'm doing, right? So I think it's difficult for me to put a specific number on it, but how it feels is I never stop.
Yeah, it's more than a 40-hour work week.
Totally. Which most people would be like, there's no way.
Absolutely. And that's something that, people, I feel like a lot of young people get it. They want to do YouTube because they think it's just, all fun and games.
Yeah.
But you have to realize you have to work more than, you would work a regular job. A lot of people say they want to become an entrepreneur so that they can be their own boss and do whatever they want. But in order to be a successful entrepreneur, you have, people say they don't want to work a 9 to 5. If you want to be a successful entrepreneur, you're probably going to have to work more than a 9 to 5.
Easily.
Just on your own terms. That's really the only difference. So
just
being able to put your foot down and listen to yourself
right.
is, I think, the struggle for a lot of people. But
totally.
I don't think that you have an issue with that at all.
No. And I spend a lot of time too. If you were to just put a microscope on me and watch my days, especially now, because I
do.
Yeah,
usually.
Well,
Actually,
you're connected to my Ring at my house, right?
Right.
Yeah. Okay. I spend a lot of time watching other creators and trying to study them.
Okay.
Successful creators,
right?
And people who I want to be like.
Okay.
I don't want to copy, but I for example, I like some things you do, so it's okay, let me see how.
Like some things I do?
Some things.
Dang.
Yeah. So it's
thanks,
okay,
man.
Yeah, of course. Let me take a piece of that. And then I like some things this other creator does. Let me take a piece of that. And then I'm trying to
create a little
my
formula.
Own style. Yeah, but my own way of doing it.
Okay.
So I spend a lot of time watching other creators as well.
Who are some of the other people that you've been liking lately? Because I haven't been on YouTube a lot.
Yeah.
For a long time.
Yeah. What has a certain I'm not going to say sex appeal, but for lack of a better term, I'll say sex appeal, are the creators who are just coming up and blowing up, right? which isn't the best thing because,
What do you mean by sex appeal?
it's appealing. Like it has that curb appeal to it.
Okay.
Where I'm like, okay.
So like hot girl in the thumbnail?
No, not necessarily. Like their method I'm attracted to because it works.
So you like watching sexy
Dudes.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what I thought.
For example, Arak. I don't know if
Sounds familiar. I've heard you say the name before.
Yeah. If you saw a picture of him, you
Okay.
yeah. But he went from literally 0 subscribers to 1 million in a year.
Okay. It's a lot. Quick.
Jesse James West. He's a fitness
The guy
YouTuber.
we met in Florida?
Yeah. He's like that fitness YouTuber. 0. He's at like 780K right now.
Okay.
Gaining like literally 100,000 subscribers a month.
Okay.
That's super appealing because I'm like, shit. Well, if he's doing it, how can I do it? Like, it doesn't matter to me that I'm already at a specific place because that's where you're at right now in time. But I want to be way past that. And I thoroughly believe that no matter the fact that we've created a specific name for ourselves, because I know we've talked about this a bunch, especially with my stuff. Like I don't necessarily want to be doing pranks anymore, but there's millions and millions of people out there who are ready to see different types of content. I'm just trying to figure out the way to integrate the people who already like my content with new people I want to attract.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So
What kind of content do you want to make other than pranks?
I'd like to make more, kind of what everybody wants to do, like lifestyle type vlogs,
Okay.
right? Like I'd like to show people more behind the scenes of not only my life, but I also want to create more avenues for me to make money, right? And
Okay.
so whether that's real estate investing, whether that's traditional stock investing, whether that's whatever, if I can learn and I can do it and I can teach other people how to do it as well, I think that'd be sick.
Yeah. Why don't you want to do pranks anymore? I mean, I think I know the answer, but I'm sure a lot of people are wondering after you said that you don't want to do them anymore.
Yeah. And I think me saying like I don't want to do them anymore is like harsh. I do enjoy doing them, but there's also like I'm getting older, and I don't necessarily want to be fucking with people all the time. It's like I'd like to be able to go out and just not have to be like, okay, so who can I mess with right now? And you're also like, you're kind of putting on like you're acting, right?
Right.
Which in most YouTube videos, people are acting regardless. Like,
Even if it's lifestyle.
Right.
They're putting on a show.
these people aren't like, yo, what's up, man? Like when they're talking to their friends
Yeah.
and family, yo, dad, what's good? But I mean, you know what I mean? Like you're really not yourself because I'm not going around just fucking with everybody that I see. I'm not going around just messing with everybody to a
Depends
degree.
on how much you've drank.
True. Yeah. If I drank a lot, maybe I am. Your birthday, especially, I don't even
You
really
almost drowned
remember.
in the river.
But
Yeah.
does that make sense?
No, it does. It definitely does. It feels immature sometimes. I totally get that. I think if anything, like break would help because
Yeah.
I was in the same boat, 2 years ago. The last 2 years I've been in that same boat
Right.
of not wanting to do pranks. And now that I haven't been away, my biggest thing during those 2 years was just uploading enough to keep my channel alive.
Right.
So that if I ever did want to come back, that I could.
Yeah.
And so then
Which you have.
this year is what I decided to, all right, I'm going to start again. So I've been getting back in the flow of things and I've really found that passion again
Yeah.
for
it's
making
huge.
pranks. And I said the same things, I'm getting old, this, that, but there's ways around that.
Yeah.
You can
totally.
change your style of pranks. Look at Jack Ville and Ed Bassmaster.
Yeah.
They blew up on YouTube in their 30s and 40s.
True. Yeah.
So, maybe not picking up girls at college campuses is going to be something you're going to be doing when you're 30 or 40.
Right.
But, there's different things that you can do.
Totally.
Along with, changing the style of content as well, like doing more lifestyle stuff, which I think people would really like.
Yeah.
What you've been implementing in your videos more and more, you're kind of teasing them with it.
Yeah. I mean, I love doing it. That's kind of the fun part. But I mean, even going back to what you were saying, like a break, I haven't really taken one. The most consecutive time I've taken off from an upload in the last like 4 years, well, let's call it 3 years because like the very, very beginning, I
Didn't really fully count.
Right. Has been like 2.5 weeks. So I think I've just been so driven in wanting that 1 million as like that first milestone. So maybe I also don't want to stop right when I hit it, because
you want to kind of hit the ground running a little bit, but
Right.
you know, a week or two never hurt anybody.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think breaks are super important. And you saying that reminded me of something. So really, it's only been like 3 years for you to hit 1 million, technically, right?
I guess, yeah.
I mean,
I'd say probably February 2018 was, so maybe a little over 3 years.
it's about how long it took me too.
Yeah,
After you hit that million, then you really start doubling down.
yeah.
You know, then it's 1 or 2 million a year. After that, you'll have the diamond plaque in no time.
Shit, man. Can't wait. What I need to do is like what you've done, right? Like you have some fucking like monumental, excuse me.
Yeah, the cigar's getting to your head a little bit there. Jeez.
You have some monumental.
Mr. MBA.
Yeah, right.
Usually I'm the one that can't talk.
You have some like monumental ass videos, you know, like the fake clay video, the nerd baller videos, you know, those type of videos. I need to start getting into those like higher level videos as opposed to just kind of
Just uploading
filler.
to stay consistent.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, I think that's super important, you know, and it's hard in the beginning because like when you said that earlier this year, and then you tried that one video, the what was it, the nightclub one?
Yeah. Uber.
And then it didn't do well, and you're like, all right, fuck, I gotta get back to it, you know, just kind of about putting your head down. And what I've noticed, because I really came into this year, because I said I was going to upload every week, which I haven't done, but I've been close.
Yeah.
I was actually looking at my channel, because I have all my videos grouped by year. So I've already uploaded more videos this year, and it's July, than I have in 2020 and 2019.
Wow.
So I'm like, okay, so, you know, the most videos I've ever uploaded in a year is 44.
Mm-hmm.
So it's my goal to beat that. So I'm like, how can I make banger videos, like high level videos, but also be consistent? And I don't have the formula yet, but I've been really spending a lot of time thinking about that.
Yeah.
And one thing that I've realized is planning starting with location is been one of the things that have driven the success rate of videos so much.
Okay.
And I've thought about it. I've only done this 3 times, but every time I've done it, it's been easy videos, filming in a location that allows you to film.
Yeah.
For instance, a business that has customers coming in, because you know that people are coming in. You're allowed to film, so you don't have to be kicked out. And it's got like that TV show feel to it. So that's something that I think you should look into, and something I plan on doing more of is like filming in businesses.
Yeah. I mean, you did the restaurant, you did the phone repair.
One. There was one other. I'm blanking on it right now.
All I remember is the phone
Those
repair.
two.
Yeah.
And those two are
both
so
really
easy.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah, super easy. I think it makes a huge difference.
Yeah. There was a smoke shop out here who hit me up. We should do like a stoner in the smoke shop prank or something.
That'd be hilarious.
Yeah. It's like, wait, what did you want again? Like,
just ask like how many times you can ask.
Yeah.
Making like challenges too, something I really want to get into, like Impractical Joker type stuff.
Totally. People love that.
Yeah.
That's also, well, I don't know if we could do it like that. I was thinking like more so like the movie type thing. Movie.
Oh yeah, they did a movie. I can't believe they did so well too.
Mm-hmm.
So enough of the lows. Tell me about the highs. What have been the best experiences that you've had throughout this journey?
It's gonna sound kind of cheesy, but I often sit back and just like think about really everything we've done, all the traveling that we've done, all the things we've done that 0.5% of the world will ever be able to do.
Mm-hmm.
Like we've been able to not only travel just the United States, but like internationally to go film these types of videos, you know? And I think at times we get so caught up in how busy we are and how like dedicated we are to making the videos as good as possible that we don't stop and think like, oh shit, we're actually in bumfuck Kentucky right now. Like
right.
This is cool. You know,
yeah.
We're in Texas, we're in London, we're in Amsterdam, we're in France. Like what?
Going to Europe next month though.
Yes, sir. Which I am so
I'm
excited
so
about.
excited.
Yeah. Couldn't come at a better time too. Like, but those are the highest highs for me is like when I sit back and think about the things that we've actually accomplished.
Traveling.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I agree with that.
Because like it's not just seeing a new place, which is amazing, but it's like getting to do it all together as well, even better.
Yeah. I mean, when can you travel across the entire world with a group of 10 of your friends?
Never.
Pretty crazy.
It's crazy.
And on that note, we'll go ahead and take a quick break and hear a word from our sponsor. You know what's not fair? The fact that Netflix hides thousands of movies and shows from you just based on your location, and they have the nerve to raise their prices on you. You could cancel your subscription and protest, or you could be smart and get the most out of your money by using ExpressVPN like I do. Depending on what country you're located in, Netflix offers shows based on your location. For instance, what's available in the United States might not be available in Japan or the UK, and vice versa. Right now, I'm watching Good Morning Call. It's not available in the United States, but with one click of a button from ExpressVPN, I can change my location to Japan and watch it. ExpressVPN works on phones, laptops, and even smart TVs, so you can watch your favorite show on the big screen without any buffering. Be smart. Stop paying full price for streaming services and only getting access to a fraction of their content. Don't forget to use my link so you can get 3 extra months for free. That's expressvpn.com/mancave. expressvpn.com/mancave to learn more. So, where'd you get that shitty haircut from?
Dude. The worst sport clip.
You don't even look like yourself.
I don't feel like
I'm not trying to be mean or anything, but do you want some money for a haircut?
Yeah, I could.
Yeah, Grayson, could you send him $20?
Please.
Memo, do you know what's bullshit? I got my haircut the other day, just quick trim, $55.
They don't care what it is. You could get
$55. It took 20 minutes.
You could get a single.
It was a shitty haircut. I got a shitty haircut too. It's not as bad as yours.
No, mine's
but
bad. Look
but they fucked it up, and it was right before I had a baby. So in all the photos, I'm just looking like a mole rat. So that was great, but you know, it is what it is. Yeah. You fucked up because you went to Sports Clips. You have to go to a barber shop.
I promise you, I've gone to Sports Clips, and it's been decent before.
I used to go to Sports Clips, and when I started going to the barber shop, it's like
no turning
night and day.
I know. I fucked up. Okay, so
what'd she do? Like, I'm sorry.
She just took the clipper and went all over.
Oh, it's one length?
Yeah, it's all one length. That's probably the issue.
That's part of it, yeah. You gotta go shorter on the sides.
Yeah, I know, but I wasn't really expecting to do it. I kept saying to myself, like, fuck, I just want to shave my head. Like, I just want to do it. And then I wasn't going to do it. I sat down. I was like, can I? Yeah, just take it all off. And she's like,
Jason, could you blur his face?
Yeah, could you blur my head?
This whole episode?
Don't even worry about my face, just my hair.
Just put a wig on him?
Beautiful, like AI. Yeah, but anyway, thanks for that.
Congratulations again.
Thanks. I appreciate it. If you want to put a GoFundMe in the
description.
Yeah, exactly. You should have seen right when I got it. It was kind of like this part was just like coming forward. It's weird. It was all weird.
You gonna talk about purchase you just made, or is that kind of secret?
Oh,
you gonna reveal that later?
No, we can talk about it. Frick it. It's the Millie special. So
you bought a house.
I bought another house.
Another one. Another one. Insert DJ Khaled's voice right now. Another one.
Yeah, dude, it's really, really exciting. And it's actually, we are kind of neighbors now.
Yeah, I'm excited about that.
I'm super excited because it's always been like, because I live like 35 minutes away in the other house that I'm in now. And now to be so close, it's going to be great.
And your parents are moving here too?
Yeah, also 5 minutes down the road.
Incredible.
It's crazy. We're
just incredible. Just building a little prank community here.
Literally. My parents are going to get into the prank game. It's going to be
Dude,
awesome.
How funny would that be, actually?
My dad keeps saying, oh, put me in a prank, but I don't believe him. So
you know what his channel name would be?
Do I want to
Professor Dave TV.
Yes.
Or Professor Dave Live. He just goes live every day.
And dude, he would get so overwhelmed if like people actually started asking questions. He'd be done with it in 2 seconds.
he would feel the need to respond to everything.
No, he's just no patience.
Really?
He'd be done. Yeah. Have I never showed you my favorite video on the entire internet?
No.
Is a video of him.
What is it?
It's
Is it the video of him like talking to the camera like, okay, so you didn't show me that, but after you stayed at the house in San Diego when I first met you, you were talking about your dad. Me and Jack looked him up and we found that video.
really
We're like, this guy seems scary.
That's
like he's intimidating. How smart he is.
legendary, dude. It's my favorite video I've ever seen.
That's so funny.
But yeah, I think one day maybe I should just like, because I guess the distance doesn't matter, but maybe we should start doing like pranks on each other, right?
Yeah, I think so. People like that.
Put like an alligator in their pool or something.
Yeah, that'd be hilarious.
Welcome from Florida.
I was just thinking about how you said you were going to do more investment stuff, because
Yeah.
speaking of buying the house, so you're keeping your other house and going to rent it out, right?
Mm-hmm.
What are some of the other investment type things that you have in mind? Because I'm always interested to hear and learn about all that stuff.
I've been looking a lot into what's called digital real estate, right? Which
Really?
isn't, obviously it's not homes. It's all digital, right? But like digital real estate is a very vague way of saying like anything that can be bought and sold online. So like our world is online. Our world is the internet, right? So there's a lot of ways to purchase online assets for a lower price or in wholesale and sell them for larger amounts, which sounds sleazy.
Can you give me an example?
There's the whole like NFT thing, right? Like the collectibles online, like that's one avenue, right? It's like getting in early and purchasing things like that and then selling them for a higher price later on. But I don't know. I'll get back to you on like specifics. Like,
okay.
But again, it's a very vague, like the digital real estate is very vague.
It's very interesting, like the blockchain stuff.
Right.
So a digital real estate, would that just be like a fake house that's just digital?
Not necessarily. It's like, it's
check out my digital crib.
invite all your friends. They can have 1 million people
It's
in it.
8 million square feet, bitch. I don't even have to pay any SRP or water, electric.
It's great. Watch this. I'll turn on all the lights and leave them on.
Oops.
No, I think it's a little bit more tangible than that. Like, it's something that...
So know about like the artwork.
Right. I think that's the best example of it, though. It's like something that's all digital, but you can sell, trade, buy that asset.
Yeah. I know you're not into sports, dude, but you should really look into sports cards.
Yeah, I know.
It's crazy. I've been doing it for a minute and just it's blowing up.
I just wouldn't know where to start, what to do. Yeah.
I've noticed either buying individual cards. So like a lot of people, they just buy like, $500 pack, $1,000 pack, open it, see what they get. It's like the lottery almost. You get that. It's like gambling. You're paying all this money and you open up the box, and I mean, I've more times than not opened up $1,000 box and it's like $10 worth of cards. It's fucked. Yeah. So I've realized buying cards, specific cards that you think are going to go up, like for instance, LeBron James rookie card, or like going into the NBA Finals. There's Devin Booker and the Greek Freak, the two best players from each team.
Right.
Hadn't won a championship, so their value wasn't super high. So buying rookie cards of theirs before they win a championship.
Okay.
Stuff like that. But I've noticed buying specific cards, either ones that you know are going to go up or ones that you think are going to go up, and then buying boxes, like the expensive boxes, but not opening them.
Interesting. Do you have like a set time limit that you would, like if you bought a box?
I mean, it depends. You could easily double your money in a year, or you can hang on to it for 10 years. And like, for instance, I have a sports dealer, actually. It's kind of sad. He texts me every morning with different memorabilia and cards and stuff like that. So, for instance, last week he texted me a box. It was a NBA box, had Shaq on the front. It was like, I want to say from 2003, 2004 season.
Is that his prime?
Yeah, Shaq, Kobe, a lot of great players. I want to say it was also like Dwayne Wade and LeBron James rookie year as well. So there's chances of, higher players being in that box, whatever. He was offering it to me for $3,500, I want to say. And it had the price tag on it, $19.99.
That's crazy.
So, yeah. I mean, even if you once a year spent $1,000 on just different boxes and held on to them for 20 years, and over time you accumulated, there's going to be years where you lose money. But, you know, every 10, 20 years, there's going to be a class that comes through with like that one special player.
Right.
Like that LeBron or that Jordan or that Luka would be the most recent one, I would say, that has a high price on it.
Yeah.
And it just, I mean, what percent is that? What percent gain is 20 to 3,500?
A lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, for instance, also there's like some really high level boxes. So Luka was a big player in 2017. There's boxes, you know, they come off the line, $500 for a box. I think right now they're going for 25,000.
Wow.
Like it's crazy, and I feel like there's a higher success rate than like stocks and cards right now.
Definitely higher than like mutual funds, things like that, where the gains only.
Obviously, it's more risky, but if you kind of spread your investments out a little bit, or you know, even with football, like Patrick Mahomes' rookie year in 2017, like anything that you would have bought from that year, where there could be a rookie card of his, just 10, 20, 100, 1,000x. Yeah. They just sold Patrick Mahomes' rookie card for $4.3 million. One card.
That's crazy, dude.
One card.
And you know what's the like craziest thing about that, and like the funny thing about that is like us as a society, someone paid $4.3 million just to say, I'm the only one who has this.
Yeah,
you know?
Exactly.
That's crazy to me. Like real estate makes sense because it's like, you can live in it, you can you know, enjoy it and do things. The card is like, really, you gotta fuck you money to buy.
I mean, as collectors, you know, people sell artwork for 10, 20, $50 million.
Same thing.
It's like artwork.
It's crazy.
And sad thing is in 20, 30 years, they might sell it for 10, $20 million.
Yeah.
And that idiot is probably going to make a lot of money on it.
True.
You know?
Yeah.
Unless he breaks his leg, which I pray to God doesn't happen because I'm a diehard Chiefs fan.
Yep.
So knock on wood on that.
I'll do it with you. Yeah. The exclusivity factor is like people just want to be the only one with something. I mean, it would be cool to say like I'm the only person in the world with this thing. Or this
it is
thing.
A one of one, yeah. And I look at the generation. What's the generation called under us? Is it Gen
Z?
Z, I believe.
I think so.
They're super into collectibles. Like it seems like they're all about the designer clothes and like, you know, paying $500 for a t-shirt. So like they love to get ripped off.
True. Yeah. I mean, being honest,
So
literally got Supreme t-shirt that just says Supreme right here.
It's unbelievable. I don't get it.
No.
And you're not cool if you don't do it.
Right.
If you don't have a Supreme or a Gucci shirt. I just hate that shit.
I'm not cool.
Yeah, I'll refuse to be cool.
Yeah. I don't know, man. They just love it. I mean, that whole generation, the one below us, is all about just like being hype and hyphy. But it makes you think like, what's like Miles' generation going to be into?
Right.
I think it's all digital.
Probably. So just get in now.
Yeah.
You buying any like stocks or crypto? Anything that specifically that you're into?
I haven't recently.
No.
Yeah. I hate losing money, which obviously like stock market is just huge risk, right? And so I have what I have right now, and then I haven't really been gambling into anything new. I've also been focused on just like a lot of other things, and I've been traveling a ton, like making videos where I'm not going to necessarily make big decisions unless I'm advised or have done like a bunch of independent research.
Fuck a financial advisor.
Well, I was saying more you, but like most things that I have, you have advised on, you know.
Hey, I'm not a financial advisor, Steven.
Exactly, but that's what you're saying. Fuck a financial advisor. But like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, if people who I trust and are in like my inner circle are confident on something, then I'll go for it.
Yeah, I've seen you do it. I've seen someone just say, "Oh, I really think this will be good." You're like, "All right, I'll put 10,000 in. How do I buy it?"
Yeah, but like,
you do that multiple times.
I know, but like, it's because you have my trust. You know what I mean? Like, if you were somebody else who I don't trust and they said that, I'd be like, "Cool, good luck with that." You know.
So what are you hodling right now?
AMC. I'm still hodling Doge. Haven't let go of my Doge.
Okay. So where do you buy AMC and Doge at?
Doge. Okay. So my original Doge was like 3 cents or something.
No.
A third of a cent or something.
The original Doge, when I told you about it, was at 0.003, a third of a cent.
Yeah.
Do you realize if we would have just put in 10,000 there and got rid of it at the high at 72, that would have been like 1.8 million? But also, I mean, you never know when to sell. I mean,
Yeah.
everyone's always like, when it comes to stocks and crypto and all that shit, everyone's like, oh, if I would have done this. It's like, yeah, duh.
Yeah,
If you would have sold your house and put it into Bitcoin when it was at $3,
Yeah.
if.
Yeah.
So you can't look at it that way.
Totally.
And you can't look at it as like, oh, it went to 72 and now it's at 20. You can't look at it as a loss.
Right.
Because it's not.
It's not at all. Like even
People get butthurt over that. It's like, if you're going to get butthurt over that, then you shouldn't be investing at all.
And
It's part of the game.
AMC, my average cost is, I think, like 10, right around 10.
Yeah.
So I'm still happy with that.
Right.
More than happy. And then I have Tesla and Neo, which is another EV company.
Yep. I used to have Neo.
Yeah. I'm down on Neo right now, but
It's taking a hit.
I think so.
It was at like 60 and then it went down to like 30 and then it went back up to like 50. I think in the last month it's dropped like 40%.
It's at 44 as of this morning.
Yeah.
Which isn't
Which is
terrible.
the Chinese electric car company, right?
Yeah. And there's a couple of those.
Yeah, they have some competitors.
Yeah. Is Lucid's not American.
Lucid Motors?
Yeah. Is that American?
I don't know, so I don't want to say.
Okay. But that's another one that I've seen like pop up all over the place. They're starting to actually come into like production vehicles, and they look really cool. I think they're more cost effective, like Tesla
Interesting.
type bit. What about you?
I'm a big AMC guy. I'm not a financial advisor,
Yeah.
by the way. So just throwing that out there.
Okay.
Yeah, I love AMC stock. I'm an ape.
You're an ape.
Yeah, definitely. Just got to be patient. I mean, there's so many other stocks that I have been looking at. I'm like, oh, same thing. If I wasn't, doing this, then I would have made money doing this. It's just like, dabbled with a few other things, but for the most part, I'm just hoping AMC pops off.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. It went to like 72 and now it's at 38, which is still pretty high compared to the same thing. I bought it at, between 8. I originally bought it at 4, but between, $4 to $13 is where I've bought. I think I'm about averaging around 10 as well.
Yeah. I mean, it keeps going up to like 40, 41, 42.
Yeah, it's teetering, man.
Yeah.
The stock market, though, like you said, it's a scary place. I don't trust it.
No, it's a very scary.
There's a lot of sketchy stuff that's gone on and a lot of stuff that I've learned about that has gone on through this whole movement of AMC and GameStop. There's a lot of information that's coming out that's like, wow, this is kind of scary that these things are going on in the stock market.
Yeah.
I've lost a lot of trust in the financial system, how the big guys, they have so much power and they're too big to fill, so they can pretty much just do whatever the fuck they want.
That's the sad truth about the world.
And the little guy always gets screwed.
Yep.
That's not just in the stock market. You're right. It's in everything.
Yeah. Money rules the world,
Mm-hmm.
And it's a very unfortunate thing. And it's a very like greedy thing. Because I feel like also, for a lot of it, and this is just me, speaking out of my ass, there's no validity behind it, but like the upper echelon of wealth, like doesn't give a shit about
Right. The little guy.
it's like,
Shit's on the little guy.
it's just on the little guy. It's funny. I keep seeing all these things because you've seen that like Elon Musk and Richard Branson have gone to space, right? Have you seen that?
I know Elon Musk. I'm not familiar with
Not Elon
Jeff
Musk.
Bezos.
Jeff Bezos and Richard Branson. Richard
I don't
Branson.
know who Richard Branson is.
Virgin.
Galactic
Virgin
Airlines.
Records, Virgin Airlines.
Is it the same?
Yep,
Virgin Galactic Airlines and the record company is the same?
Yeah, there's Virgin Airlines, Virgin Records.
Okay. I know Virgin
Galactic.
Records.
Yeah, and so he also went to space. There was like a race between them.
Yeah, it's just like it's a pissing contest.
Right. And then they were saying things like, especially with Jeff Bezos. So Richard Branson had to raise money to get to space, but Bezos just had the money, right? But it's like if you have the money to literally go here and just see it for like 2 seconds, but your philanthropy isn't up to par.
Yeah.
It's like, but the other
It's
side of that,
interesting.
it's research, and
Yeah.
we're gonna have to put people somewhere.
I saw a lot of people shitting on Jeff Bezos for spending all this money going to space and everything. And, obviously there's a lot of charity that he could have done. There's a lot of this and that, which I agree with. But also he can do whatever the fuck he wants with his money.
Totally.
You know, I think, yes, there's a lot of great ideas on what we could have him do with his money. But if you think you have such great ideas on how other wealthy people should give to others, how about you just create the next Amazon and do it yourself if it's, you know, if you have such great ideas.
Absolutely.
Like I see people just shitting on him. I'm like, yes, you're right. Like there's so much better use of this money. But also, what are you doing, you know?
Yeah.
Not
Totally.
you, but
No, of course.
I think 99% of the people that talk shit and tell other rich people where to donate their money don't do shit for anybody else either.
Yeah. Crazy story.
I think it's kind of, I just kind of laugh at it.
Yeah. Crazy story. And I saw this randomly the other day. But Jeff Bezos' real father owns a bicycle shop in like Minnesota or something. I don't remember exactly where, right? And he didn't know he was Jeff Bezos' father.
Oh, so he doesn't know who his biological dad is.
He does. The father didn't know that Jeff Bezos was his son.
So he didn't raise him or anything.
I think he was raised by this dude until he was 3. His last name isn't Bezos.
Really?
Jeff Bezos
Maybe
took
he's
the
an
last
alien.
name.
Maybe he's an alien.
Maybe he's an alien.
Maybe that's why he went to space.
To visit
And that's where he
family.
met his dad.
Yes. No, so a news reporter was doing a story on Jeff Bezos and found this other dude, right? Because Jeff Bezos took the last name of his mother's new husband,
Okay.
who raised him. And so the original dad didn't know that Jeff Bezos was his husband, or Jeff Bezos was his kid, until a reporter doing a story on Jeff Bezos' life came and was like, you realize Jeff Bezos, do you know who that is?
What a hell of a reporter.
Dude, right?
Dug all this up and wow.
And so the dude was like, I don't know who I've never heard of Jeff Bezos. Like, it sounds familiar, but I don't know who that is. He goes, oh, well, that's actually your son. And he's worth like $147 billion. And so he was like, whoa. And so he tried to get in touch with Jeff Bezos. He couldn't do it. And then he ended up dying of some cancer. But
That's a depressing ass story.
I know.
That's how it ends, really?
yeah.
Wow.
That was back in like 2015.
You know what's interesting is that you say that is also Steve Jobs was adopted.
Really?
And I think there's a similar story. So I think a lot of really wealthy people, that's kind of an interesting correlation. Amazon and Apple, like the two biggest companies or two of the biggest companies.
Yeah.
So maybe I should put my next kid up for adoption and then,
Yeah. Well,
you know, 20, 30 years later, be like, yo, I'm your dad.
what's up?
You own Microsoft. What's good?
2.0. No, so he wasn't adopted. But
Right,
his
but
mother
similar-
remarried.
similar situation.
Same concept. But crazy.
Moral of the story, raise your kids. And when they get rich, they could send you to space.
Right. And become an alien.
Interesting.
So we're just like,
It's taking a dark turn.
I know, but it's a really cool story. Yeah.
That is cool.
So-
Except for the part of him dying at the end.
Right. Yeah, of course. But I mean, hey, because I think he was still in his 60s, so he lives a decent life. If I'm 60 something and somebody came to me and was like, oh, by the way, your son is the richest man in the world, I'd be like, cool.
Yeah, my offspring's pretty dope.
Yeah, my seeds.
So, Bradley Buell,
Oh, boy.
one of our buddies that works with us.
Yeah.
He's an editor for the Daily Dropout. I'm under the understanding that he's going homeless in New York until you hit 1 million subscribers. Did he tell you about this?
No, I did not.
Oh,
Is he
shit.
in New York right now?
Hopefully I'm not blowing a secret. Yeah, he's in New York going homeless until you hit 1 million subscribers.
What? That's what?
Yeah. You didn't know this?
I have no idea. No.
Fuck. Hopefully I didn't ruin that.
Oh.
So that's why he can't come to your party tomorrow.
He's in New York right now.
He just got there. You know what would be funny is if he did all this work and then we just live stream real quick and get you to 1 million. So he's homeless and goes to New York
2
for
seconds.
like a 10-minute
That's
experience.
Comedy.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. That's okay.
Maybe we should FaceTime him and get some more information because I feel like I totally blew this.
Yeah, let's do it.
Come on, Bradley.
Such a Brad thing to do.
I know, right? It's crazy. Well, you know what? He's homeless. Maybe he doesn't have his phone.
Facts.
But how's he going to know when you hit 1 million subscribers? That's the real question.
That is the real question. But hey, I appreciate that. That's cool.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah, I almost feel like I should have done something.
Yeah,
like
you
that.
almost feel guilty a little bit.
I should be the homeless one. Until I hit a
Who
million
was that lived on an island until
Eric.
Oh, that's I remember you telling me about that.
Yeah, he got like 150, 200,000 subscribers from that.
So he would have been there for a long ass time if it didn't work.
Yeah, all like so many creators came together and like started promoting him, and he has made some large connections. Like he's good friends with Logan Paul, Jake Paul, Tanner Fox, like that whole LA, California group.
Yeah, I feel like if you can make the right connections in LA, you can blow up really fast.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of the things I was thinking about. Like, what if I just spent 5 years in LA? Like, I'd probably already be at 15 million, but fuck LA, man.
Yeah. So many people are leaving.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to be there anymore.
No.
So.
And I didn't want to be there before all this COVID bullshit.
Yeah. It'll suck your soul out of you.
It's a scary place.
That's all I hear, is that it sucks the soul out of you.
Yeah.
That's why everyone's leaving.
They want their souls.
They want their souls back.
Makes sense.
You got to pay the toll to get into the boy's soul.
Okay. Got it. Let me write that one down. One second.
You heard that before?
No.
Got to pay the toll to get into the boy's soul?
Mm-mm.
No. Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Okay. I don't watch that show.
Yeah, no, I don't either. But it was just, okay. Anyway. But that's cool. Brad's doing that. That's sick.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, man.
That's cool.
So now that you hit 1 million, what's next?
5.
You're just going to skip 2, 3, and 4. Okay,
yeah.
I like that. I like that a lot. No, 5 is the next big number, 100%.
Yeah. I think, honestly, what's next is like kind of going back to like the break thing, right? Like not even taking a break, but finding the ability to reinvent.
Restart, yeah.
While like keeping the same core audience.
Right.
You
You almost have to constantly reinvent yourself in this space.
You do.
You know, because otherwise it'll go still. It's like a bar. Like bars, even successful bars, every 3 to 5 years, they completely rebrand themselves because eventually people aren't going to want to go back to the same bar.
Speaking of, you see Hi-Fi in Old Town now as a rooftop beer garden. I don't know if it's open
Really?
yet, but yeah, dude.
That is sick.
Yeah. I think it's coming soon.
Wow. Okay.
But that's something we got to check out for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, if you guys aren't subscribed to Steven, please subscribe. Right now, we're trying to hit 1 million subscribers at a party tonight. That's our goal. So make sure you guys hit the subscribe button. Steven, obviously, where can we find you? Steven Schapiro.
Steven Schapiro, all around, yep.
Everywhere. All over the internet. Browsers, everywhere.
Your mom's house.
Hey, man.
Just kidding. It's my bad. Hey, thanks for having me, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. We're streaming on all platforms, and we'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace.